myself. So
please, yeah.
Whilst we're waiting for people to come through, let me ask questions. So, I mean, around this this topic of alternative fee arrangements, you know, I hear it positioned in different ways. Is your view that firms should offer AFAs even if their client isn't asking? Or is it, you know, is it that it's about delivering value and therefore giving these AFAs, or should you, if the client hasn't mentioned it, should you just list them?
I think it's about us understanding the client's situation, I think, and you know, I would always be very supportive of us offering different commercial constructs or models to a client. Now, the key thing here is we don't want to make them too complex, because if they're too complex, both parties feel a little bit more skeptical. Well, hang on, if I can't understand it, there must be something you're not telling me. I think, you know, one of the things that law firms, and you know this from your previous experience, sometimes they were a bit too sophisticated, a little bit too clever. I think, you know, things like we can offer you a fixed fee for $100, we can offer you a cap fee for $130, because in a fixed fee, you know, we've got potential of an upside, we're giving the client greater predictability. In a cap fee, all the risk is on us. So I think, you know, we need to make sure there's a commercial model that aligns to that. I think it's very, very useful because it allows the client to then focus on what's most important to them. It's about changing the conversation, as I said, not do I use you, but how do I best use you? Because clients may want that predictability, or they may want the opportunity to lower that cost. But the key thing there is fixed fees, cap fees, different numbers, cap fees always higher. But I think it's important because it allows us to have a conversation with the client to say, how can this best meet your needs? So, for example, we also see where they're permitted, many clients beginning to say, we want you to share some of the risk, whether that be, for example, on an M&A transaction. We want you to share the risk so that we're both aligned in our objectives of trying to get the best possible result. So again, it allows us to have a much broader client conversation. Now, some clients are not receptive to it because they've either had poor experiences in the past, maybe when they've been in private practice, or they just don't understand what they are. It's worth having the conversation, because what it does is it positions you as their law firm partner or provider as somebody who's trying to find the best solution for them. You're being very collaborative in that. If you're only offering one fee approach, you're not being collaborative. You're forcing the decision. So I'm a huge fan of them. There is a number of articles that exist every week in the legal press about AFAs. Are they in? Are they out? What do people think? And often it's just that we're not being proactive in suggesting them to our clients, and we're not being clear enough when we do suggest them to clients how this can help them.
Okay. That's great. And I mean, as a follow-up to that,